Can you tell me that again? What do you have?
On the quick passing by of time, I have an image of a little old man in Switzerland, which is the clock keeper for everybody. And I mean, it's not Greenwich, but you know what I mean. You think of time, you think of it just going, but somebody is organizing it. And this little old man is organizing the time. And he's speeding things up because he's getting older.
Do you know him? Do you know this man?
No. It's my own thing. One of my fairy tales. You know I like to talk fairy tales.
Mm-hmm. But have you created this old man?
I have created the whole thing.
When?
Years ago. When I began to notice how quickly time goes. It was like, somebody's doing this. And you know, I mentioned it to Jonathan when he was 14 years old, and he said, I notice how time flies too. So here's a younger person noticing it. It's a universal experience.
Mm-hmm. And what is your perception of time going by now?
I think time is a stream. It goes on and on and on. Beyond our life. Before our life, beyond our life. It will go on and on and on. Not always in the same way, but it will continue.
And are you okay with that?
I have no control over it. Long ago I've given up the idea that I control so many things in life. I found out that's not true. I have to live with things that I cannot control. And make the best of it.
And how are you using your time these days?
That's my major problem. I think the most useful is to be in touch with my family and friends and colleagues by email. And so that email box gives me connections with people here and abroad. So the other time is reading. And the other time is just living with the zoo.
What do you mean by that?
The things that bring me here, all these medications and things. I call it a zoo.
Why? Why the zoo?
I'm not so sure that they know what they're doing. And I'm not so sure they know what powers they are mixing up together.
Do you think that it's overdoing somehow? So many medications?
Oh, sure. No question.
But you can always say no.
Right. Doctors can write prescriptions and you can throw them away. But it isn't wise. Now, I ask people, what's this pill for? Most of the time they don't even know what it's for. It's like machines, the pill drop. 5 hours later, the pill drop. I mean, they're not trained to know what they're giving out.
But if I understood well, you are trying to reduce that.
What?
You are trying to reduce that.
Yep. I have always tried to reduce it. A lot of people have been prescribed medication and never took them. And they were fine. I have a funny story. My mother's father had a bad heart condition. And the doctor made a fuss. And if you don't listen to what I have to tell you about diet and your medication, you're not going to last long. Aha, said my grandfather to himself. I'm going to outlive that man. And he did.
Okay, Zerka. Thanks. See you next.
Hey.
See you next.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.